again, with lesson 17, we're going to represent and solve division problems requiring decomposing a remainder in the tens. So last week we showed division with place value discs where we had like 6 in the ones place and we were dividing it by 3, so we circled groups of 3 and then we were able to make 2 groups of 3, that sort of thing. But now we're going to decompose, which means we're going to take a remainder in the place value and move it over and like break it up into 10 and all of that stuff. Okay, so you guys will see what that means in a second. Okay. All right, we are going to bounce forward. Here we go. Gosh, so much. Okay. Yes.
Do we have homework on Thursday?
Nope. Okay. All right. Some of you did those of you who were here did a homework in class, but it wasn't like homework that was due today. You know? So, yeah. So those of you who were absent on Thursday, I will probably chat with you one-on-one to kind of get you caught up on what we did. Okay? All right. So this is kind of a review of what we did, so I'm just going to do it really fast. Okay? So those of you who weren't here, I would be focusing really close. Okay? Those of you who were here, also be focusing really close because it's been a few days since we've done this, huh? So 3 divided by 2. What is my dividend? Go. 3. Awesome. What's my divisor? Go. 2. Do I know my quotient yet? No, right? And quotient is the answer to a division problem, right? So I don't know my answer yet, but we're getting there. But in order to show this, I start with 3 in my ones place because that's my dividend. I just work with my dividend, right? Divided by 2. So remember, there's 2 ways that we can do it, right? We can circle groups of 2 until we run out, or we can put 1 in each group until I run out, right? So for right now, I'll just show you putting it 1 in each group, right? So I cross 1 out, I put it in 1 group, right? Here are my 2 groups, so 1, 2, okay? My 2 groups. So I cross 1 out, put it in 1 group, cross this 1 out, put it in the other group, okay? I have 1 left. Do I have enough to put 1 in each group? No, right? So my answer is how many I have in 1 group, and then the remainder, right? So how many was I able to put in 1 group? 1, right? So my answer is 1, but how many did I have left over? 1, right? So it's 1 remainder 1 is my answer, okay? And if I were to show that in the standard algorithm, the dividend goes in the inside of the little house. Turn around, face this way. Isaac, turn around, face this way. Body faces forward. Knees inside. Keep going. There you go. Okay? Dividend goes on the inside. Divisor goes on the outside, right? 2 goes into 3 1 time. And we have 1 left over. So it's 1 remainder 1. Okay? Cool. Any questions on that?
No.
And for the other one, the other way we can do it, you would just circle groups of 2.
Yeah. So the other way we can show that is I start with 3 in my 1 place, right? 1, 2, 3. And I divide it by 2, right? So I got to circle groups of 2. So here's 1 group of 2. Am I able to circle another group of 2? No, right? So I was able to make 1 group of 2, and there's 1 left over. Okay, so 1 remainder 1. All right. Any questions?
No.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do one more. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do this one. So now we had 3 ones divided by 2, but now I have 3 what divided by 2? 10s. Good. 30 is 3 10s, right? So 3 10s divided by 2. Do I have any ones? No, right? 3 10s divided by 2, okay? Right off the bat, when we look at 3, especially based on the problem I just did, is 3 evenly divisible by 2? No, right? So I'm going to have a remainder, kind of, right? So I do the same thing. I am going to do the crossing out and put in groups, okay? So here I'm dividing by 2, so I need 2 groups, okay? So here's 1 group, here's 2 groups. So I cross 1 out, put it in the first group, cross 1 out, put it in the second group. Okay, do I have enough to put 1 in each group again?
No.
No, right? So this little guy, my remainder, okay, my answer is not 1 remainder 1. Does it make sense for 30 divided by 2 to equal 1? No, right? So you guys might already know the answer to 30 divided by 2, but it's important to look at it this way, right? So I distribute what I can. I put them in their groups. And then that remainder has got to come over to the ones place. Okay, how many does it explode into? 10. Okay. When I get to 0, I want everybody looking up here paying attention. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. With their masks on. Don't roll your eyes. It's a school requirement. Okay? Good. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure. Is everybody with me? Okay. So that 1 that's left over comes over to the ones place. How many does it explode into? Go.
10.
Class, how many does it explode into? 10. There you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I know it looks a little funky. My pen doesn't want to work with me today. Okay. So that's 10 little dots. Does everybody see what we did?
Yes.
So when we move something over to a place value to the left, it bundles and becomes 1, right? But when it moves over to the right, it unbundles and becomes 10, right? So we take 10 and bundle it into 1. We take 1 and unbundle it into 10, right? Does everybody get that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then from there, I just follow the same pattern, right? I do the same division. So I have 1 group and 2 groups, right? Cross 1 out, put it here, cross 1 out, put it here, and I keep going until I run out of dots, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Keep going. Okay, I have 2 more, which means I have enough to put 1 in each group. Okay, did I take care of all of them?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, do I have any remaining dots? No, right? So then, remember with this strategy, I have to look at 1 row, okay? So I was able to put 1 in each group for this side, for the tens place. So 1 goes in the tens. How many was I able to put in this group? 5. Okay. So 30 divided by 2 equals what? 15. Okay, questions. I saw some hands already. Yeah, Avery?
I don't really remember going over this last week.
Were you here on Thursday?
Yeah, but I don't really remember it.
Well, this is the new part, like unbundling and that sort of thing. But you guys did do, we mostly did circling last week because that's the way that I prefer. But we did do like dividing on the place value chart. So maybe you missed that day. It might have been Tuesday when we did that. So I don't know if you were here. Were you here Tuesday?
We got the answer 12. We only did it once with the tens and ones. We got the answer 12. That's all.
Okay. Well, even if you don't remember it from last week, are there any questions on what you just saw here, like that I can help clarify? Lily?
Well, since there's 2 groups,
Mhm.
I'm wondering why it's not 12. Because 5 plus 5 is 10 and then plus 2.
Good. Yeah, good question. So when we divide, this is why I like the circling better because it's a little less confusing in my opinion. And I'll show you the circling after I answer this. But when we are dividing on a place value chart and we use this strategy where we place them in the groups, right? When we look to see, okay, how many was I able to put in each group? I just look at 1 row, like 1 group, okay? So I was able to put 1 in each group for the tens place, so it's 1, right? Like 3 tens divided by 2 is 1, okay? And then over here, I was able to put 5 in the group, okay?
Oh, so it's not both groups, it's just one of the groups.
Right. Just look at one row, right? 1 group, okay? For each like place value. So you kind of look this way and this way, okay? Avery.
Can I go get a drink of water?
Yeah. Okay. So really quick, and then you guys are gonna join me on the next one. I'm gonna show you the circling because that might make a little more sense, okay? So whichever. The reason that I like circling better is because it seems to be a little more, it seems to be a little less confusing for all of us, I think. But if the putting it in groups works best for you, do that, okay? you've got to pick which strategy is going to work best for you. So again, I start with 3 tens. Okay, because that's what 30 is 3 tens. And I'm dividing by 2, so I'm going to circle groups of what? 2. Okay? Is everybody watching?
Yes.
Okay, when our heads are facing that way, it makes me feel like you're not watching. Okay? So you need to be facing this way. So 3 divided by 2, I need to circle groups of 2. So 1, 2, circle. 1, do I have another one that I can circle? No, so that guy's got to move over to the ones place. And how many does it explode into? Go. 10. Thank you for your participation. I love it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on. 9, 10. Okay. Beautiful. And then I still circle groups of 2 because I'm still dividing by 2. Okay. So now I have 10 in my ones place. So I have 1 group of 2, 2 groups of 2, 3 groups of 2, 4 groups of 2, 5 groups of 2. Okay. So I have 1 group of 2 here. And how many groups of 2 do I have here?
5.
5.
Makes way more sense.
Yeah. Why don't we just, how about as a class, we decide to just do the circling? Because I think that will make more sense to all of you. And it makes more sense to me, in my opinion. Okay? All right. Cool. You guys ready to try one?
Yeah.
Okay. Before that, actually, let me show you the standard algorithm, okay? So the dividend goes on the inside, okay? Dividend goes where?
Inside.
Good. Where does the divisor go?
Outside.
Outside. Good. Bonus question, where does the quotient go?
On the top.
On the top. Good. Okay? So check it out. We were able to divide 3 tens by 2 one time, right? So 1 is going to go up here above the 3. Okay? Because if we look at it like as a place value, right, this is 3 tens. 2 divides 3 tens one time. Okay? Or 1 10. And then, once we unbundled and all this stuff, it becomes 10, right? The 0 becomes 10. 2 was able to divide 10 how many times? 5. Okay? 5. So 15 is my quotient. Alright, let's try one. Here we go.
On our whiteboard.
Go ahead and go to your place value chart side of your whiteboard. Let's do 42 divided by 3. So start by showing 4 tens and 3 ones in your place value chart. Awesome, Rayleigh's working on it. I love it. Feeling things going. Awesome. Cool. Lily's already got it. Good job. Haley's working on it. Good job, Christian.
Can I get my extra marker from the class?
Yeah. Now let's move quickly. Move quickly.
What are you guys? I don't have a dry erase marker and there's one back there and up there.
Where is your dry erase marker that you had at the beginning?
I don't know.
Do you have one in your desk? You want to go look? Okay, can you get that one? Mm-hmm. Okay, does everybody have 4 tens, 3 ones in their place value chart?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to thank Logan for working hard. Good job. Thank you, Haley. I love it. Elizabeth's going. Love it. Thank you, guys.
Or shouldn't it be 2 ones? Because 42.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Sorry. I switched them around in my head. So, yeah, please check yourself. Sorry, that was my fault. You should have 4 tens, 2 ones. Because I put 43. It's 42. Okay? I mixed it up in my head. All right. Cool. Should be really fast. So, I'm going to go ahead and keep going. So 4 tens and 2 ones. Divided by what? What's our dividend?
3.
Oh, sorry. What's our divisor? Go.
3.
3. Okay, good. Good. All right. We start with our tens place, okay? We start with the highest place value and work our way over. Okay? Unlike multiplication where we started on the right and worked left, we're going to go left and then right, okay? So I'm dividing 4 tens by 3. So I'm going to circle groups of what?
2.
3. I'm going to circle groups of 3, okay? So count 1, 2, 3, and then circle it. Okay. Do I have enough dots to circle another group of 3?
No.
No, okay. So what does that guy do? Go.
Moves over and explodes into 10.
Awesome. Moves over and explodes into how many?
10.
Class, how many?
10.
Class, how many?
10.
Hey, there it is. Good. Okay. So show me 10 new dots in the ones place.
This is not working. Then can we circle?
Not yet. We're moving slow. That way everybody can be on the same page as us. Hey, I didn't say circle yet. So we had 2 in our ones place and then we added 10. So how many total dots should I have in my ones place?
12.
12. Hey, class, wake up. Listen to what I'm saying. I had 2 in my ones place. I added 10. 2 plus 10. Go.
12.
12. Thank you. So I should have 12 in my ones place. What is our divisor again?
3.
3. What's our divisor again?
3.
3. Okay, so I've got to circle groups of 3. Go ahead and do that. Count 1, 2, 3, then circle it. Count 1, 2, 3, circle it. Keep doing it until you run out. Okay, so over here in my tens place, how many groups of 3 was I able to circle? Go.
4.
In my tens place, how many groups of 3 was I able to circle?
1.
1. Helps to pay attention what I'm saying, right? In my ones place, how many groups of 3 was I able? Well, let me finish my question. In my ones place, how many groups of 3 was I able to circle? 4. Okay. So 42 divided by 3 equals what?
14.
14. Good. And then if we were to do the standard algorithm, 42 goes on the inside. What goes on the outside?
3. Our
3.
divisor.
Yeah, our divisor. Good. 3 was able to divide 4 one time, and then 3 was able to divide 12 4 times. So 14 is our answer. Okay? Any questions on what we just did?
No.
Okay. Go ahead and erase that. Let's look at, oh my goodness. The board's freaking out. Yeah, let's do one more. You're going to do this on your own, and then we will check it together once you're done. Okay? But don't start yet. I just want you to erase and then look up here. Once you're done erasing, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you, Haley. Thank you, Yuvia. Thank you, Kendall. Thank you, Avery. Awesome, Zoe. Awesome, Haley. Good going. So once you've erased, go ahead and look up here. Awesome job, Logan. We're going to do one more, okay? So make sure your whiteboard's ready. We're going to do one more. So Logan, open it up. There you go. Perfect. All right, cool. What is our dividend? Go.
84.
Oh, class. Good morning. Happy Monday. What is our dividend? Go.
84.
84. So you need to show 8 tens and how many ones? 4. Good. 8 tens, 4 ones. What is our divisor? Go. 3. Okay. All right. You may get started. Go ahead. Start dividing that 8 4 or 8 1 or 8 tens. Oh my gosh. 4 ones. Yeah. going to be a little different than what we've done in the last couple. Okay? So be very careful. Know your knowledge of place value. Okay. Good. Some of you are catching on. You can divide 8 by 3. The circle groups of 3. Good. Keep going. Good. How many are left over? So those two have to move over here. But when one goes over, how many does it explode into? 10. So there's one group of 10, and then what is this one going to explode into? 10. So 2 10s. What's 2 10s? 10 plus 10. So you gotta have 20 dots over, and then you can. Yeah. Yes, beautiful. Yeah. Yes. So yeah, no, that looks good. Okay, about 1 more minute. Try and finish up. Alright, cool. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good job, 4th grade. Awesome. Thank you for quieting down quickly. Alright. If you're still working, that's okay. But let's look up here. So we have 84 divided by 3. So I start with which place value, 10s or 1s? 10s. Which place value do I start with? Go. 10s. Good. Okay. Start with my 10th place. What's my divisor? Go.
3.
3. Okay. Alright, so I need to circle groups of 3. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, circle. 1, 2, 3, circle. Okay? I have 1, 2. Do I have enough to circle a group of 3?
No.
No. So raise your hand. What do I do with those 2 little friends? Alex, go ahead.
Make 20 in the ones.
Beautiful. Make 20 in the ones, right? So each of them has to come over here and explode into how many each, Alice?
20.
Yeah, 20 together, but each one is how many? 10. 10. Good. So this one comes over, explodes into 10. Sorry, it looks really weird. Okay. This one comes over, explodes into 10. Okay. So 10 plus 10 equals what, class? Go.
20.
10 plus 10 equals what? Go.
20.
20. So now I have 20 plus 4. What's 20 plus 4? Go.
24.
24. So now can I divide?
Yes.
Yeah. So I do the same thing. I go through and I circle my groups of 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, circle. 1, 2, 3, circle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? And I keep going until I run out. Okay. Do I have, I know it's hard to see, but do I have any that aren't taken care of? They're all good.
No.
Okay, they're good, right? So I was able to circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups of 3. Okay. And then over here I was able to circle 1, 2. So how many of you got 28 for your answer? Okay, good. Any questions?
No.
Keep your hand up if you have questions. Lily?
Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, that's okay. If it comes up again, let me know. Yeah. All right. Any questions on what we did?
Nope. No.
That's pretty much all you're doing today. Lily?
If we did have any leftover ones, wouldn't we have to go into negative numbers?
Good question. No, we would just do a remainder at that point. So let's say we had, instead of 24, we had 25 over here, right? And we had one little guy that wasn't taken care of. Our answer would be 28 remainder 1, right? But that's not what we're doing today. We're actually going to do that tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, we're doing like baby steps with this because it's building up to like a bigger thing. So,
Well, you can do it.
yeah.
Are we doing?
Yeah, so you guys aren't totally dividing with this yet, but on your homework you still are going to write the answer in there. So 84 divided by 3, okay, which equals 28.
And the answer's on the top, right?
Yeah. All right, one last thing I need to teach you before we do homework. Are you ready?
Yes.
You are going to check your answers today, okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So everybody go ahead and erase your whiteboard and close it up so you can look up here. And I'll know everybody's ready to move on once their whiteboards are erased and closed. So move fast so you have time to finish your homework. You'll probably finish homework today, which is cool.
Because homework kind of looks little.
Gets harder though. We're taking those baby steps, you know, and then in a couple weeks you'll be like, wow, that was so easy. Now what I'm doing is so challenging. It's okay, we can do it. Well, thank you, Yuvia. Thank you, Logan. Thank you, Dylan. Lisa, Jenny, and Avery. That was Owen. All right. Beautiful. So on your homework, you're going to have that little box that says check your work. And it's going to have a spot for a multiplication sentence. Interesting, right? So I talked about on Thursday how division is undone by multiplication, right? So whatever we divide, if we wanted to reverse it, right, it would become a multiplication problem, right? So taking a really easy problem, okay? 8 divided by 4. What is 8 divided by 4? Go.
2.
Good, 2, okay? 8 divided by 4 equals 2.
So would it be?
Now, hold on, whoa, raise your hand if you got a question, okay? So when I'm talking about multiplication undoing division, right? 2 times 4 equals what? 8, okay? So you're doing the same thing when you're checking your work on your homework, okay? Even with these big problems. So you're going to have, you only have 4 problems on your homework, and that's why you're going to finish today, okay? So, but you have to do a lot for them. You have to solve it on the place value chart, you have to do the standard algorithm, and you have to check your work, Okay? So there's a lot you have to do for it. But all you're going to do, my friends, is when you see that multiplication symbol thing, right? When you're undoing a division problem, and I'm actually going to wait until everybody's listening. And they're in your pocket or something, okay? Oh, wait. Okay, when you're undoing a division problem, you're going to multiply the quotient, okay, the quotient by the divisor to get the dividend, okay? So over here we had 84 divided by 3 equals 28. So you're going to multiply the quotient by the divisor to get the dividend, okay? Does everybody get that part?
Yeah.
So when you see that multiplication, you're going to take your quotient times the divisor, and it should get your dividend, okay? Because 3 times 8 is 24, so the 4 comes down, the 2 goes over, 3 times 2 equals 6, plus 2 is 8, okay? Avery.
What if there's like a remainder?
Good question. You won't have remainder, well actually you will have remainder. So the remainder then is added, okay? So you do the multiplication and then you add the remainder. So let's say, I'll actually show you one over here. Yeah, okay. So this one would have a remainder, okay? So really quick, I'm just going to show you 5 divided by 2. So I have 5 dots, okay? And I circle it in groups of 2, okay? So here's one group of 2, 2 groups of 2. I have 1 left over, okay? That's my remainder. So 5 divided by 2 is 2, remainder 1, okay? Hate when it does this. Remainder 1, okay? So 5 divided by 2 is 2, remainder 1. My quotient was 2, my remainder was 1. Right? So you guys, this is what your homework will look like. It's not the same problem, but it'll be similar stuff, right? So I did 5 over here divided by 2. I circled groups of 2. I was able to make 2 groups of 2 and then with 1 remaining, right? So over here, it already wrote it for you, but, okay, quotient times divisor, okay? What is 2 times 2 though? Go. 4, okay? What was my remainder? Go. 1. So you add the remainder. What's 4 plus 1? 5. So there's my dividend. Okay? So you add the remainder. You multiply the quotient and the divisor, and then add the remainder, and you should get the dividend. Okay? Lily?
Right. So you know if you do the multiplication problem and it doesn't equal your dividend. Yeah. You were wrong.
Yes. If there's a remainder, though, when you do the division, if there's a remainder, be sure to add that because that might be where it's wrong. But let's say for this problem, let's say for some crazy reason, we got 2 times 2 equals 54, right? And our dividend is 5, then it's like, I'm a little off, right? Like I need to check my work again, okay? I see you, just one sec, okay? Yes, Azul.
So technically for the check your work, you did 2 times 2 equals 4.
Yeah.
And then you got the remainder, which was 1.
Yeah.
You added that, and you got 5 because right there it's 5 divided by 2.
Yes.
That's the dividend.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, any other questions? Because you are going to do the check your work part on the homework. Okay. Rayleigh, are you good? Okay. When we're coloring on ourselves, then that's where I get concerned. Okay? Yeah, so maybe pull that sleeve down, look up here. Yes, there we go. All right. Cool. I think you are ready. So, paper monitors, come on up.